jobs, you can be terminated or you can be fired and you have nowhere to report. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so sad. Here in
Yeah.
Spain, we have a lot of rich
Here
families.
in Spain, it's
They
happening.
think they are better like than you because you are pure and they are not.
Here in Spain, anytime employer can chase you away. I've passed through that several times here. And this is the thing I'm telling you because I've gone through it. Some of my friends have also gone through it, been just me that if you want to learn other people's language, first learn abusive words. How they abuse. From there you will know this person is abusing me, this person is not abusing me. And that's how I took that one.
Hello guys.
Hello guys.
I'm David.
I am Marie.
I'm Spanish.
Kenyan, based in Spain.
We are a couple.
So.
And we want to talk
yeah.
about what?
Today we want to bring to you a video. We want to talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of working in Spain without papers or illegally.
The challenges.
Yeah, the challenges. So some of these things I will talk about is what I personally have experienced, and some of my friends too have experienced the same things, not from one family but different families.
Because I was living with her.
But with the different families. But if I have to say, Spain is a very good country in most cases. Like if you are an immigrant, you can work. It's not encouraged, but you can work. A lot of people are working here without papers. Some of them are good, some of them are no. Some of them have experienced different problems, but some of them have also had a good life. So what I'm gonna talk, or what we're gonna talk, is some of the things I have experienced, and some of my friends too have experienced the same problem. So actually most countries, even if I can say my own country, they don't encourage working illegally. But so far I feel somehow Spain is much better, or maybe some countries, like if I have to say some countries in Europe, you can work, or yeah, they try to make things much not complicated, even though it's not encouraged. So
of course, no one countries want to encourage the people to work without legally, but sometimes you don't have choice. You have to look your life. And we want to talk about which one is the best way to do and to survive without get problems.
yeah. So before we continue with this video, kindly like, comment,
And subscribe.
and subscribe. Share. The road to 10,000 subscribers. Please guys, watch our videos, watch to the end. Give us those advertisements, don't block them. So if I have to say, like, I will be trying to expand a little bit, not to make it very long, but just a little bit. We have written some points here that I've gone through. So if I can say one thing, that working here in Spain illegally is not supported, but we have some rules here as an illegal worker. Yeah. So you can work, the government knows people are working here illegally. So the good thing in Spain, they have set up the minimum salary or the maximum salary an illegal person can get here in Spain.
Well, if you don't give problems, you are just working and living on pace, no matter nothing.
Yeah. So mostly you can get money to pay your bills here in Spain, even if you are illegally and working. So what is this? When you are working illegally, you try to save your money because you never know any time you can leave that job, you know.
Especially the sickness, you never know when the sickness will come and you need to pay hospital, maybe medicines. If you don't have insured or insured cars in the hospital, you have to pay everything. Maybe they don't want to treat you if you don't have money, depending where.
Okay, you have to pay your bills. You can get money to pay your bills here in Spain, working illegally. Next is at least, for example, if you are working and living in the house of employer, at least you know you have a roof over your head. Other than if you are not working, you don't know where you're gonna sleep, you don't know where you're gonna go,
How do you eat?
yeah, how you will eat. But if you are in the house of employer, you know very well that at least I will have food to eat, even if it is little, but at least you have food. And that is why sometimes the government don't follow up too much to find out. The next thing, sometimes if you are working here illegally, you can save your money and no one will steal, as compared to like in Middle East.
And I think, honey, depending if it is a man or woman, because a man will be not working in a house internal.
Yeah, men have a lot of problem here
You have to
working.
be sure if you have friends or someone who's come to help you, give you somewhere where to sleep and
Yeah.
move. Or just try to talk with the Red Cross.
Yeah, most
Before you need to have where to sleep, because you can't just see sleeping in the street and early in the morning you wake up to work. You will die like that.
yeah, most of this working in the house, you know, mostly is to women. A lot of men have a very big challenge here in Spain because work for men here is very less. Like you cannot work like skilled job if you don't have papers here. No way. And so even if there is job somewhere, another company want to employ you, but they are scared of the government. They're gonna take maybe they have to charge them, they have to fine them because they employ you when you don't have papers, you know. So for ladies, the advantage, you can work in the house and you can live with the employer, or if you are living outside, you can rent a bed space, share with other people, and at least you can save money to support your family in case you are supporting them or you are the breadwinner, you know. But for men, it's a very big challenge here in Spain. So another advantage also is you can save your money for your emergency. Like for example, when I was sick and I didn't have money, or the money I had were very little for me to pay the bills of the hospital, you know. I have to pay the house because the last job I stopped when I was working, I was working only for 6 hours and the pay was very little. So that pay could not make me pay my bills for the hospital. I need to pay the house or the bed, I need to eat, and also I need to take metro to go to work and come back home. I need to do something,
Because
small
even
bills.
you never know when your shoes gonna be broken and you have to buy other ones or something like that. Sometimes it's happening too.
Yeah. So at least you can save your money here. Try, even if you are whatever little you have here in Spain, you are working as an immigrant, try to save. mm. The little I was saving, it helped me a lot when I was here, when I got sick, and yeah, it helped a lot. Then also, here in Spain, you have to stay, when you come here, you don't get papers immediately like that. For example, you are coming as a tourist, or you are coming like a volunteer. Then you have to go back home, but you decide, I'm not going home, I'm gonna stay here. You will not have papers automatically. You have to stay for a period of 3 years to get papers. And those papers, you will not just get them by going to the government, I need papers. No. We have a process. You have to do paperwork from your country. You have some papers you need to send here. You have some money you need to pay to the stamp in Spanish embassy. You have to pay stamps or a signature to your country. So, and those papers, when they come here, also you need to send it to your embassy. Like for me, I have to send to...
be 2 patents.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be so long.
Yeah. You have to send to your embassy, and you need to translate. Also, getting papers here, you will need also a lawyer. It's not free. A lawyer has to arrange your papers until when you will go to the interview, and that lawyer is not free. You have to pay that lawyer. So while you are working illegally, it will help you, those small money will help you to pay all those bills for paperwork, emergency bills, medicals. When you are you get sick here, even if you go in the hospital, they treat you. The medicine you have to buy by yourself. The hospital will not buy for you the medicine, And by luck, for example, for me, when I had card for the hospital, in the hospital they were cutting a certain percent for the medicine. If I have to pay, for example, I have to pay €5 for this medicine, I will end up paying less than €5 for that medicine because I had a card. That is a very big advantage I had for me because of the card. But in most cases, if you are illegal here, you don't get that card. That card is for only those people who are legally here with papers. So be aware of that. But Spain is a very good country. You can stay here without problems at all. Even if you are walking on the street in Spain, you don't have papers and you meet police on the way. You did not do anything wrong, don't run. These guys are very gentile.
Yeah,
And
if you run, it's because you have a reason.
yeah, if you run, I used
You
to run.
just be normal, like if you are not doing nothing bad,
Yeah.
you are legally. You imagine it that you are legally, you just ignore it then.
Yeah, when I was new here, I used to see them and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Especially during Corona, it was very hard for me even to go and buy food because that time they were taking anyone on the street walking. It just anyhowly, they will take you. So I was so scared immediately. If I see police from far, I have to take another route. And this is very wrong. Until my Filipino friends were to tell me, please, if you see them, don't run. Stay like you have papers, And this thing saved me a lot. Yeah. And even it encouraged me to go to their offices, to go to the government offices when I need help without papers. So here in Spain is completely safe unless there is something you've done wrong that you think you have to run away to. So another advantage is that for like when you are working to these employers, for example, you are working in the house, you are working in the homes taking care of the elderly people, or you are working in the in the farm, maybe to pick the fruits, things like that. When you want to change the job, if you are in good terms with these employers, they act as reference. Some of them will give you good reference to the other employer, and this is a very big advantage here, because a lot of jobs here, whether you are working in the house, whether you are working where, they need reference. So this kind of jobs make you get good reference when you want to transfer to another
Yeah, try
employer.
to get if you don't have before.
Yeah, and also these employers, like for example, I say you are working in the house and you are making paperwork. This kind of employers, the employer who employed you in the house, you have to ask this employer to help you get papers here when you are almost to finish 3 years. Ask as early as possible, are you going to help me get papers? Because if you don't have this employer, then you will not arrange papers. You need employer to arrange papers, which means this employer has to accept that he or she has employed you, he's giving you salary, this amount, and he will be paying for you like social security and all the taxes that is needed. Then he accepts that he's staying with you. So when you will be going to arrange paperwork, this employer, they will also have to submit their salary, and how much money they have. They have to submit their documents. They own a house, they are having salary, or they are doing business, something that will grant them permission that they have sufficient money to employ you. And that's how these employers help a lot of people here to get work. More so of women, a lot of ladies get papers through these employers in the house. And men, if you are lucky, yeah, men get. Some people, I have a friend who got a job through doing the work of, he was volunteering, and that company of volunteering was helping these disabled people. And that's how he got papers through that company. And eventually he got employed in that company, So as you are working, you have to be aware of that. And also some things, some kind of jobs that can help men get papers is through this.
Can to help the men. For example, while if you reach in the country recently and you don't have where to sleep, they come to help you to get somewhere to sleep and get reference. They come to give you other job.
Yeah.
While you are voluntary, you don't have choice, you don't have other thing where to get money. You can to still work in there, have a room, food, and time to still looking for job.
Yeah, most of them help a lot, especially where to sleep. A lot of volunteer job.
That is much more important, especially in some countries, some cities like Madrid in the winter. Oh my God,
Madrid
if you
is
sleep in
very
the
terrible.
street, you will die. Trust me.
Madrid is very terrible with cold.
Oof, very cold.
So volunteer job, if you get good company, they give you somewhere to sleep. They give you food. Maybe they give you money for the bus. That's one thing I found it very funny in Spain. Companies give money for the bus.
Yeah, because they know you have to still using every day's metro or bus. Because in Madrid you can't go anywhere. Maybe in the shop to buy the bread in the corner, but if you have to go to work or arrange papers or to do something important, you need metro or bus. Even to go in the supermarket sometimes. Yeah. Depending where you live.
Okay, another kind of work that can help men get job is like in the restaurant. For example, if you are working in the restaurant, it's not allowed really, But if that boss can give you the contract, then through that boss, you will get papers you are working in that restaurant. So this boss will have to give all the transaction that is concerning paperwork while you are working under him or her in his restaurant. Then another job also for the men, you can do like gardening. If you get like a group of like in the estate where they need gardening, a gardener, if they can employ you through that, you can get papers also. That company can say, oh, we are employing you. They will have to give you a contract to show that they are employing you, and they give all the paperwork that is needed for you to get papers here in Spain. But otherwise, it's not allowed to work here in Spain illegally. Yeah. And also women, you can work like taking care of the elderly people. Even though for me that work it was so hard for me to work to take care of an elderly person. But if ever you can get that kind of job, those kind of job can also help you get papers here. But also the other thing I find, for me, I found it to be very risky working with the elderly. In case you find they're very bad family, they can just brand you. You have done this to our parent, you have done this to our parent. Or if you get someone who has a dementia problem, you know, their behavior is very complicated, and if their families don't understand which kind of behavior their parent has, you can have a very big problem. They can even demand you in the police, you have done something wrong. That is why I'm always scared to work taking care of an elderly. But otherwise, some people are making good money through that jobs, in case you are able to do it. For me, I was not able to do it. So these things I've said is some of the things that advantages that have helped me somehow have money here in Spain. Otherwise, I would have find myself on the street, because 3 good years you are waiting for papers while you are not working here in Spain is impossible. So let us just tell you some of the disadvantages of working here in Spain. But these things, if you can support them, you will survive here very well. So you know one of them?
Which one?
The badness of working here in Spain without papers.
Yeah, the badness, like I suppose in everywhere, if the boss have a reason to take advantage of you, they will.
Yeah.
You are not legally, I can demand you, so this is the little money I will give you, and be quiet if you want.
Yeah.
You have to support. That is the badness, and one of them are like that.
Yeah, some of employers get advantage of illegal people here. They want to give you little money. Okay, you want money at least to pay your bills, to do what you want to do, to save for future use. So you have to support that little money.
Some of
So
them
that-
like to still complaining for everything.
Yeah,
They don't give you food. If you buy some food, they take.
So another thing also, you know, like we said, it's not encouraged here too to work as illegal person. But because the government knows that these people need to get money to survive here, the government cannot give all illegal people here support. And so they let you work, but even if they know you are illegal. So in case of anything bad, you can be arrested and be demanded that you are working illegally here.
So you have the bless of God that you have a good family, nice family. Be nice, take care of them, and try to do your work
Yeah.
much more very nice you can.
Be ready to support.
Try to stay there all the years you can and save money because you will need. The secret is still saving money all the time because you will never know for what you will need and because that is for why the people come to work for save money. You will be not working here all your life.
Yeah, you be ready to support the behavior of some employers because some employers are very, very wicked or nasty. So any time of these illegal jobs, you can be terminated or you can be fired and you have nowhere to report. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so sad. Here in
Yeah.
Spain, we have a lot of rich
Here in
families.
Spain, it's
They
happening.
think they are better like than you because you are pure and they are not.
Here in Spain, anytime employer can chase you away. I've passed through that several times here. And this is the thing I'm telling you because I've gone through it. Some of my friends have also gone through it, been just fired without no big reason, or just something small, and someone get angry and tell you, pack up and go. You know? So be aware that you can be terminated anytime. So this means while you know you are working to such kind of, you are working here illegally, at least try to have friends, good friends. That's why I always, me personally, I never choose friends. I'm integrating in all nationalities so that in case I'm stuck, I know 1, 2, 3 people can accommodate me until I get the next job. And the thing is that here no one will accommodate you free, even if it is a friend.
That is the best, yeah. But no, everyone's
You
all the time have friends or someone who's come to still helping to them. Just try to go in the Red Cross.
So for me, I found it very well integrating with other nationality because I have stayed here with them and I know how much they have supported me when I had nothing. You know.
Or excuse me, or to look for that company for making voluntary job.
But it's
Well,
not,
that's some
if
way
you
to
don't
say.
know how to get them also, you need someone to tell you here they are.
Yeah, but you have to be angry at all because you can't still choosing nothing here.
Yeah. So I remember that that boss just woke up with behavior and that lady was to join me the immediate day. And so I was showing her the job, you know, because the next following day in the daytime, like midday, I had to go my off. So in the process of showing her job, things started changing, the boss started changing, two of them, the kids, whatever. And by the end of, before the end of the day, the job was, we were terminated. 2 of us, the new one and me, who had stayed there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's
But-
good to help the friends, but sometimes they choose you.
Yeah, but this was like our mistake. Okay, we did some mistake, but it was not like my fault or our fault. This lady was new, and for me, I knew what I was doing, and I was doing as I was told how to do it, you know. So things happened when we were going to take kids from the bus station, and at our back, our boss was following us, and we didn't know. So when we were coming back after taking the kids from school, then we discovered, oh, my boss is hiding somewhere in there on the branch of a tree. You know, he was hiding there, and we didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, and when the kid knew that, when the kid walked and thought, oh, that's my father, the kid started running, you know. I was holding the kid, and the one I was holding here, and with the bags too. And this kid, because this other lady was new, this kid didn't want to hold that lady. So I just told the lady, okay, let them get used to you slowly, slowly. From there, that is when the kid struggled to move out of my hand and fell down, you know. and the father is standing there and can see what is happening, you know. So he's the one who caused it. On top of that, while you are handling the baby, for example, you are holding the baby in the hand, and this family want you to answer a message, you know. So it was like, first thing, even if you have kids on the street, any message that is coming, you have to stop taking care of the kid and answer the message. And that's how things got bad, because for me, I prefer not to risk the kids. For example, I'm on the street. I prefer not to risk the kids while answering the messages on the phone. It's better I wait a little bit to make sure the kids are in a secure place, then I answer a message. But this family said no. First is to answer the message, then the kids should be last, you know. So for me, it was very weird. The
I am
child,
feeling nervous only to think about that situation.
yeah.
I take the child for the hair and stay there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So hard.
So you have to be aware you will meet this kind of employers here in Spain and know what to do. So we were fired just because of that, me and the new girl. So for me, I was paid for 3 weeks, and the other one whom I was teaching the job, she had spent like almost a day there while teaching the job. She didn't get anything, and she was denied pay just because I was showing her job, which is not good. At least you can give little bit money for this person, you know. So next thing here is most of the employers here, when they know you don't have papers, they underpay you. We have minimum salary that illegal people need to get, because the government knows. That's why they put this is salary is the minimum for the people who don't have papers, you know. But because you don't have papers, most of them don't. They will say, okay, if you want to work, you work for this salary. If you don't want, then you go. But because you don't have money, you will end up getting this job. And you also cannot stay waiting for that job with a lot of money. Remember, you are in the country which is not yours. You are far from away from home. So you have to get the little that you get. So you have to support that little
partying
money.
until you can't arrange your papers.
Yeah.
And of course, don't forget to still saving money for...
Employers will not like to call police because they fear that they will have to be arrested or be fined, pay a lot of fine because of employing the illegal person.
Yeah, you are making illegally, but they are making illegally too because they employ you.
Yeah, and you too, you are scared that if I am found working illegal, either I'm taken into prison, then deported back home, and you don't want to go back home. You are here because you need money. So all of you are in the wrong path. So you end up making wrong, all of you. And this thing is happening here in Spain. This is West Europe, but it's happening. We always think it's happening in Arab world, but no, here it's happening too. Some employers are good, some employers never. So another thing is that there is no way you can get skilled job here without papers. No one will employ you, even if you are, you know how to work in the bank, you are an engineer, no one will give you that job here without papers. One thing, the authorities are always on the lookout, you know. For example, you are working in the restaurant, you are serving the customers. So, and maybe those customers who are coming there, some of them are these authorities. They dress themselves like customers, but you don't know they are coming to investigate, you know. So, and this is how they always catch illegal
Right now the law
workers.
is so strict that even for working in a restaurant or a bar, force you need a handler's license.
Yeah.
And forget that handling nonsense. You need to have a DNA or an ear.
Yeah.
So finally, you have to support everything that you have to.
Yeah. So that's how it is.
Nobody think this is a paradise. Don't come here confused. In everywhere you go is hard.
Yeah.
But the patience in 2 or 3 years you will be very fine, very well.
Yeah, exploitation is very high in this country. Even though we say it's Europe, but there is a lot of exploitation going on. Unless you don't know how to check, but things happen here underground that you never know, you know. But we people are scared to report. It's not allowed. You can report, yes, the action will be taken. But how can you go and report if you are working illegally? So you have to support that. So next thing also, you have to, there is a lot of racism here. And if you are not, you cannot handle racism here, then you are out of question. You can't manage anything. One thing, just, you can go to employer and employer tell you, oh, I don't need this nationality. Or the children say, oh, I don't need this kind of a person, we want someone else. And the kids here are the ones who say, the kids here say more than what the parents have to say. The kids here are more protected. Even some kids here, the parent cannot beat a kid here, the parent cannot discipline a child here, because they are protected by the state. So the kid has a say here more than a parent. The kid can also even report, a parent did this to me, and that parent, the government will take action to what the kid is saying, So there is a lot going on here. I myself personally, the house I'm telling you, I was fired with another fellow African lady. I wanted to give a birth to a boy, 5 years. And that time I had just healed from the surgery. Yeah? While I was standing, I didn't know what is going on, because I was talking to him, let's go, I want to give you a bath. And he was resisting, so I was trying to convince her. And this boy got angry and hit me in the tummy, So it was so nasty. It's a very bad experience, But I cannot report this kid, because one thing, I was illegal in their family. Even though I was happy the parents had to talk to the kid, they had to punish him. But it's a very bad experience if a 5-year-old can hit you. You are taking care of this kid, but he's hitting you. No. And this is happening to a lot of children here, not one, not two, a lot. So this is all I have to say. When you want to come and work here, you are most welcomed. If the embassy can give you papers, these are the kind of job you have to work here without papers. Wait until you get papers, then you look for those skilled jobs.
Just put in the hands of God the other way that you had to walk before.
Yeah.
But with Patin, in 1-2 years, everything gonna be well.
Yeah, here you get papers in 3 years. When you are approaching 3 years, start talk to your boss, let the boss help you to get papers. If he agrees, then start paperwork.
Yeah, we have good people here too.
Some are good. Some
It's less, but
some
have.
people here are
So
very
that is
good.
why I say put in the hands of God, and He will bring to you with the good people.
I worked to another family. Oh my God, this family were very good. Very, very good. They are disciplining their kids very well. And this is the good experience I've seen here to this family. Even now, when I go to Madrid, I was thinking I need to go and ask them, oh, can I go back to your work? Because there I can work like few hours, and a few hours I can do my other job. Even though the kids learn from other people. Some people have experience, they say they have experience